Perfect. Perfect.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time, it is always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms or pattern memorization. That stuff's boring. I'll tell you what's not boring: making money and knowing how. What we do here is we trade based off of support, resistance, trend lines. That's it. Sometimes I forget that I don't look down here, because all this different traders trade different ways. I've learned that volume really doesn't help me. I've learned that overbought RSI, I buy it all the time. Oversold RSI, not so much, because it can continue going down. Now, story time. I know we're very early in the show and we're doing story time, but story time. This is when I was brand new and I'm looking at different traders, looking at different YouTubers. And there was one YouTuber that said, you know, you want to buy oversold. And this particular oversold was, RSI was around maybe 28, 24, something like that. It was low. I said, oh man, this is great. I'm going to buy it. So sure enough, I bought it and it continued going down. It went down to 14. I was like, man, I'm gonna make so much money. I put more in, and then it went down to 8. I was like, wow, man, I'm gonna get so rich off of this. You know, this guy, he's saying buy, you know, oversold and RSI. Sure enough, I've only seen this 3 times in my career, where the RSI was a 1. Yeah, a 1. And needless to say, I lost a lot of money because it kept on going down and down and down. I held it for maybe 2 months, maybe, and I ended up selling. A huge loss. I think like 85, 90% loss. Huge loss. And that led me to believe, okay, I need to look more at RSI. So anything that you're learning, whether it's from me or another mentor, always backtest. Backtest this stuff. Now, what they love to show you is they love to show you after the fact. Oh, look here, we had an RSI support bounce. This is when you want to enter. Well, if we did, look what happened next. Always backtest this, guys. Always backtest. You know, here we had an oversold RSI and it went up and up and up. They will only show you this. They won't show you the other one I just showed you. They only show you the stuff they want to show you that corresponds or correlates with their teaching. And of course, you will get wrecked. Backtest everything. Now, the stuff that I show you how to trade in the moment of the trade, in the actual moment. I don't do any of this. Oh, look, we had a long wick reversal, and here's another long wick reversal, and look at this long wick reversal. I show you in the moment, because there are a lot of times where you'll have this long wick and the price action will do this, but they don't show you this, or they don't point this out, because it goes against their teaching of long wick reversals. I do not go on websites, read the website, then regurgitate it back to you so that I can look smart. What I do is I show you this could possibly mean that there's a lot of buyers coming in and the price may go up. However, it can still come down because we're trading against people. Very important. All right. So yes, story time, story time. I love doing story time. And there's that story time. All right, good stuff, guys. All right, so let's go and get to the show. Of course, first thing we always do is Bitcoin. We look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? And from there, we go, of course, over your charts. I love looking at what you're looking at because I want to make money too. So we can look at these charts, give you a chart setup with the buys. And again, nothing on this channel or any content that I provide is any kind of, advice. This is only for non-financial advice. This is only for entertainment purposes. With that being said, let's look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is going in this range, and this is a nice little trading range. Now, of course, we do have another little range right here. Nice little trading range. You could say that this is a bear trap, because it did break below, and there's support resistance lines everywhere. And you can say it's a bear trap, came up here. Now our thought process, and let's just go ahead and zoom out. Let's go to daily. This is still showing us, do I have it saved over here? This is still showing us our bull flag. Now it'll be a bull flag until, or remain a bull flag until, we have more ups and downs. And if you trade patterns, which I don't, because they give you a false sense of security, they give you a bias. It really does. This will continue in this, trend line here, trend line here. And then once it extends to a certain period, well, we no longer call this a bull flag. We now call this a downward channel. And then, of course, the price action will change. And if you trade patterns, you will say, oh, well, now it's this pattern and this pattern until your pattern plays out. For me, I don't do patterns. I do see them. This is what I first learned. However, now, support, resistance. That's it. All right. So let's go ahead and take this off. Now, we did say that this is our plan A. Now, our plan A, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. This is when the price action was right here. My thought process was, well, the price, it might come down just due to the fact that it resistance, it broke out. It's right at resistance. It's right here at this price. More than likely, the price should come down. Doesn't mean that it will. We have a higher probability that it might come down, cool off a little bit, and then hopefully bounce off of this area, right around the 382 area, possibly bouncing up. But if we lose this, then, well, it continues coming down. Now, this was our plan A, and it still is our plan A. Price came down. Sure enough, came down. We saw it here again, and we said, okay, well, more than likely what might happen, nobody knows. What might happen, since it had this little drop, it might come up to resistance and then continue down, more than likely getting a bearish retest and then continue down, continuing lower. Well, price action didn't go up, price action came down. Came up, did the bearish retest that we were thinking about, came down even lower, and then said, nope, guys, I'm just playing. I'm going to go up. Sure enough, broke through this level, but it could not find support. Here we were hoping for support, couldn't find support, broke through this level super quick, no support at all, just dumped. And right now, lo and behold, it appears at the current moment to be bouncing right here once again at the 382. Nice wick, and nice wick. So this is leading us to believe that it might come up. And so our plan doesn't change. What we're doing is we're modifying our plan based off of the current information that we have. So every single day, every single hour, we're getting more and more current information. And with that current information, that tells us what might happen. Now, this applies to all coins, not just Bitcoin. This applies to every single coin. So everything that I'm showing you, whether it's a coin that perhaps somebody else suggests, you can still use that information on your coin that you're looking at. Now, of course, we do this for 1 hour. This is a 1 hour live stream where I show you my thought process. Now, if there isn't a lot of, engagement or coins or anything like that, then of course this could be a 10-minute stream or 15-minute. And then I go back looking at my charts and helping out the group. Now in the group, oh man. So I had and I will get to this in just a moment. I had a DM earlier in reference to open interest. And I love this, guys. I love these questions. And in the group, they posted about open interest. It was a DM, and I put it in the group. So if you're in the group, and if you want to be in the group, guys, let me see if I can find this real quick. I have everything here. If you want to be in the group, guys, definitely check it out. Of course, the link is in the description in reference to how you can join. These are the memberships. This is what the going rate is. If you want to just help support the channel, $19 a month. And you will become my favorite. You'll become a favorite. If you want to actually join the group, and you want to do this on a credit card or debit card, then of course these are the prices. We do have a lifetime membership available, so just kind of give you a heads up on that. If you want to do lifetime membership, if you just want to do monthly, it's right here. You can do a credit card or debit card. If you want to pay by crypto, well then that, you send me a DM on Telegram, and then of course I can get you that information. But just to let you know, I am very highly motivated to make you money, guys, to make you money. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and, I forgot what I was talking about. Let's go ahead. Oh yeah, open interest. So there was a question about open interest, and what I did is I checked my videos. I have videos on it, basically everything. Now I stopped using open interest, and in that video I explained why. And so what I did was I made a video explaining what open interest is, and also back testing. And the video originally to record was about 30 minutes. Then the editing took about an hour, and I knocked it down to about 8 minutes. And that's only because we had several thought process when it comes to open interest, and any kind of new technique, trading technique, more than likely, I've already done it, more than likely. And I've back tested it hundreds and hundreds and thousands of hours. First, of course, it starts off with 1 or 2 hours back testing, then hundreds and hundreds, and then thousands and thousands. And based off of my results, then of course it says if I'm going to use it or not. For open interest, don't use it. Make sure to watch the video, guys, in the group. Make sure to watch the video, and I show you why I don't use it. All right. With that being said, make sure everything is good. All right. Everything is good. Let's see here. So for Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin doing? Well, Bitcoin came up right now. This is our area of resistance. This is our most recent area of resistance, which is right here, right at 63.2. This is our area of resistance. And let's just go ahead and put this as we'll do it that color. This is our area of resistance. So if the price does come back up, look for it to get rejected off of this area until it breaks through. And then once it does, hopefully it'll find support here before it goes up. I still want it to go down. Let me know in the chat if you are wanting the bull market to happen right now, as far as the full-fledged bull market, or if you are still waiting to hopefully, potentially, add to your bags. So a 1, if you want the bull market to happen right now, let's start making all this crazy money, or a 2, if you want more time to accumulate. Right now in the group, I'm stressing the investor mindset. I'm stressing that so hard. I've been stressing that since the beginning of the year. You know, we need to do the investor mindset. We need to just accumulate. Right now is the perfect time to accumulate. Can we make money on these short-term trades? Yes, we sure can, and we have. Now, one thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to play on your emotions, and that's how everybody gets members. They start playing on your emotions. You know, look at this, guys. We did this amount of gains. We did this amount of gains. We did, you know, join our group. But they don't tell you that they've been posting 10, 20 charts a day. And then just watch, guys. Mark my words. Mark my words. Come the full-fledged bull market where everything is great, they're going to be posting 20 plus charts a day. 20, 25 charts minimum. And then they're going to get all these results and all these people saying, you know, you changed my life. You know, I was able to buy a small island. I finally bought the yacht that I wanted. You know, my 14-year-old kid, you know, finally got the, you know, Hummer or, you know, Corvette or whatever car, you know, and they're going to be doing all those. And that's going to feed into your greed. And you're going to get into those groups, and then you're going to realize, whoa, they're posting a lot of charts. Like, hopefully I'm lucky. In this group, what we do is we post 1 to 3 charts a day. And so far, I want to say in the past, 12 days, I think I posted maybe 1, 2, because it's not ready. Like, my alerts aren't going off. And when they do go off, I put another alert because I want to make sure the strength of the move is there. They're not ready yet, guys. So what I'm stressing to the group right now, relax, save your money, you know, go ahead and go outside, you know, do some yard work, or, you know, just spend time with the family. because our time will come. Our time will come. Watch videos, learn, go to different websites, get as much knowledge as possible, because soon enough, you're going to be way too busy counting all your commas in your check or in your bank account. So just kind of give you a heads up. All right, moving on. What do I think is going to happen right now? Well, I think it's going to do the same thing that we kind of played out over here, where it's going to come down. Sure enough, it's down here at this level, more than likely come up. And now the thought process, possibly do this, possible, and then now come down. So let's go and change this to a yellow, just so we can see that this is our most recent thought process of what might happen. And I always say this, and I know y'all probably tired of hearing it, but nobody knows what's going to happen. We can only base our information based off of the stuff that we're seeing at the current moment. Okay, moving on. All right, so we do got some ones in the house, we got some twos in the house, and it's really good to make money right now. And these charts that we're doing, like we've done a few charts. Let's see here, some of these charts. So this one, we were talking about CASPA, and this was our resistance zone, and we're saying, okay, plan A, more than likely come down. The price action was right here, maybe right here. More than likely come down to our zone, bottom of the zone, before it goes up. And sure enough, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the price action did come down to the bottom of the zone and then came up. So this was our plan A. This is what we're thinking might happen. Plan B would have been that it comes down, comes all the way down here, find support off of these levels, and then hopefully, potentially, break back up here. And then, of course, you would set your alert and then enter the trade. But our plan A is playing out, so that is nice. Hopefully, it bounces. And I say hopefully a lot. It's not that I'm hoping that stuff happens. It just depends on the price action. Because, if it bounces here, then this will be a great opportunity to enter the trade. And we need, of course, a few candles, 3 candles, 2 to 3 candles minimum. The more candles you have, the better. The higher time frame, the better. And then what you could do is you could add a little bit here if you're not in this trade. Once it starts curving up, you can add a little bit here, but you definitely want to wait for this break of resistance and then add here. So that's that one. VRA, we're looking at this one. Price action was here. I said more than likely come back down here, hopefully bounce up. And then this is what we would love to see as a really nice bull to play out. If it breaks below this level, we're looking at it possibly doing this number, but we don't enter the trade. Depending if you have a trader's mindset or an investor mindset. If you have a trader mindset, what you want to do is just want to wait till it breaks this level, and you would set your alert around right here. This will be your alert, so that you can see if in fact, if it's gaining support. If it's gaining support, then great. So let's go and take this off so it doesn't get too messy. For ton, we were saying enter now. We were saying enter now and have a lower entry. And again, this was done, I believe it was yesterday. We're saying enter now just because it looks really great, but we might have a retracement. And if it does, we have a lower entry. And for this one, since it did move up, what we would like to do is we would move up our stop loss to, we could do it here, 5%. 5% is not bad. We would take off our lower entry. And for our lower entry, what we would want to do is we want to wait for this to find a support level, bounce, and then what we could do, same thing. This would be our level that it needs to break. And then we would add to our entry. Let's say it comes down to here, comes up, does this number. What we want to do is we want to add to our entry here, and then once it breaks this level as well. That's what we want to do. So right now we would just move up our stop loss. Move up our stop loss to roughly around 6.019. For Ruin, we did enter, said enter right now. Again, none of this is financial advice, with a lower entry here. So hopefully it comes down a little bit more. So now we're in the trade 100%. And then if so, our first target is around 30%. So that's that one. Let's go to this. For token, we're still waiting for our alert to go off. Now, next one is mobile. This one, we did have this come up. We have Jono asking for mobile. Let's see. We looked at this about a week or two ago, came down to key support. And it did perfectly. Perfect support. So let's go ahead and delete all this stuff that we have here. Let's go ahead and look at this again. Make sure our magnet tool is on. So it snaps in place for the candle body close. We might need to extend this a little bit more. And let's go to the candle body close. Now, right now, could you enter this trade? You could. It's just higher risk because this one may continue coming down. So what we want to do is it's higher risk. If you enter now, just know that you have a very high possibility that it may come down. What I would do is I would actually wait. What percentage would I wait for? I would wait, not too bad, about 15%. And so and everybody's different. And this is what I like doing. I love showing you different ways of trading. This would be a very aggressive entry. You could do this, but don't put all your money in right now. You could enter right now. And for this one, I would just do 25%. Once again, none of this is financial advice. 25% entry, current price. Okay. And I wouldn't have a lower entry. This would be my only entry right here. And then I would also have, it needs to break this level. This is the next level of support / resistance. It's resistance because it is above our price action. It becomes support once it's below our price action. So this is what I'm looking for. Let's go and draw it with this one. This is what I'm looking for right here. See, come down to maybe here. I'm always looking to the left. I'm always looking to the left. Possibly come up to here. And then what we could do is we could add another percentage here. Make sure this is to the front. And then what we could do is let's go ahead and clone this as well. Put this right here. Put this right here. And then so 25% here. And then here we can do 50% and then last 25%. So let's go ahead and do this. Do 50% entry. And then our next one, our last one, 25% entry. And then now we're in 100%. And this is a much safer way because here, at least you're in the trade. Here, it's much safer because it broke out of its previous resistance. This right here is a level of resistance. And then the last one, because it comes up and it's going to come down, comes down. And then let's just say it comes all the way down. That's okay. What we want to do is we want to wait for it to come up to see that it is in fact gaining momentum and going higher. Then you can actually add once it breaks this level or this level. And of course your stop loss is right here for this one. And then once we hit this one, now we can get our stop loss and move it up underneath this recent support. And all we're doing is just moving up our stop loss. There you go. Very good. Let's see here. Let's see what people are saying in the chats. We got Matt Young in the house. Matt is doing some... Okay. So if you guys want a deep dive into crypto and just crypto, Bitcoin, just everything crypto, check out my buddy, Matt. Matt is doing some amazing videos, so definitely check him out. Make sure to follow him. Make sure to leave comments, all that fun stuff, like the videos. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing. When he told me about the first video in his video series, I was blown away. I was so blown away. And then I think it was like 2 days later, George from Cryptos R Us started talking about the same thing that Matt talked about 2 days prior. And then after that, I forget who else it was, but somebody else who I listened to. There's a few people that I listened to. They also, I think 3 or 4 days later, started talking about the stuff that Matt was talking about. So just kind of give you a heads up, Matt is ahead of everybody else that I watch and I listen to. So if that speaks volumes for Matt, I think it does. So just kind of give you a heads up on that. Let's see here. Let's see what the chat is talking about. Going through the chat. Okay. Let's see here. Hey, what's going on, man? What is going on? Let's see here. See, I love the quality. Oh, I can't read. Can't read that. It's where my glasses at. I love the quality projects. Let me go here. I love the quality projects with working product. Yes. Small cap. Yes, definitely. See, mix with support resistance and start cooking. Yes, definitely. So with small caps, I absolutely love those because they will move faster. Now they can move faster going up and also going down. So be very careful with small caps. And of course, you know, just learning how to do tokenomics, you know, fundamental analysis, token unlocks, you know, the fully diluted value, all this comes into play when you're looking at tokens. So do not just look at market caps. You know, it's like, oh, it's a $2 million market cap, you know, this is going to go crazy. But you also have to look at their vesting period. You have to see, you know, if they're going to be doing a whole bunch of token releases, you know, every month or every 6 months, or, you know, because more than likely those investors, those early people who got in, are going to dump. So just kind of give you a heads up on that. Hopefully all that made sense. TRON, yes, I love TRON. TRON is going to be a beast. I right now I kind of have the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. And yes, I said woulda twice because I knew about TRON long time ago, and I was planning on buying it last year, but I didn't, just because the price kept on coming down. Everything started coming down, and it wasn't worth it for me to have the investor mindset at that time. And now, man, I could have been up so much. The whole woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But right now is the perfect time to enter any trade, any coin that you're very, you know, that you have done your research and you believe in the coin. Don't marry the coin. Trade it. Trade it. You know, have the investor mindset or the trader mindset, but definitely don't marry the coin. And it's going to make us a lot of money, guys. Going to make us a lot of money. All right, so let me go ahead and put this here. That way we know where we enter at for the future. Okay, there we go. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Going down the chat. Matt Young Live says, I love red days. Me too, man. And you're going to see it, guys. You're going to see it. It's going to be so great. I guarantee it. Like, always have money on the side. Always have money on the side. Everything's going to be going great. Everything's going to be just euphoric. All these coins, 40, 60, 80% minimum. And then the next couple of days, 40, 60, 80%. And then the next couple of days, 20, 40, 60%. And then what goes up, it's going to come down. You're going to have a 35% drop. It's going to hurt so many people, especially the new traders coming in. They're going to be panic selling. They're going to be getting out of their coins. Well, when I see a negative 20 on the, double digit red days, I'm going to be buying. If I see negative 30, 35, man, you better believe I'm going to be buying. Because more than likely in the next day or two, that negative 30 is going to go back up to right at break even. Well, from the area it dropped from. And I'm up 35% without even knowing how to trade. I mean, how great is that? But these new people coming in, they won't see that. They'll wait till it's up 35% before they enter. We will be entering when it's double-digit red days. Double-digit red days. Let's see here. See, Crypto Candy says, going to stack my entries on retraces. Yes, definitely. And that's what I always recommend. And that's what I've been preaching to the group. You know, our prices, especially the ones that we're investing in, price is going to go up and up and up. And then when it does retrace, add more. Add more. Because we're in these coins for long term. Long term. 12, 16, 18 months. Now, I will be selling. And I mentioned this before. But I will be selling just prior to the last quarter. Well, kind of like the last quarter of 2025. So I'm going to sell a chunk, not all of it, but I'll sell a chunk in September 2025, October, November. Hopefully by November 2025, I should be out of all of my long-term investments. And I'll still be doing trades, throughout 2025. Excuse me. I'll still be doing trades during that time. But December 2025 is only going to be trades. It is not going to be long-term investments, only trades. This is my plan. And the benefit of having a plan is you know what you're going to do. You're not leaving it up to your emotions. If I am still in all of my long-term trades in November 2025, I will personally give everybody my address. So y'all come over here and punch me in the shoulder and say, Joe, what the heck are you doing? And I'm not going to listen to any of these YouTubers, because that's what I did last time and I got wrecked. I'm not going to listen to any YouTuber saying, oh, extended bull market, extended cycle. It's going to go till April and May. Excuse me. I don't care about that. I'm taking my money. And I'll be trading during that time. I'll still be making a good chunk of money, but I will not be listening to any YouTuber that says, oh, extended market. Nope. And if I ever say that, oh, guys, I'm going to give you my address so you can punch me in the shoulder, man. Because no, just get your money. Let's see here. I completely forgot about TON. Yeah, it's a great project. I love TON. Absolutely love TON. Let's see. The market cap is heavy. Yes, that's what I'm fond of. Now, with TON, look, I want you to see this. Market cap is heavy. However, these can still move. Let's just say from here to here, even though it's a very heavy market cap. And I have the same thought process as you. Even though it's a very heavy market cap, it still did 60%. Here, it did, at the break of this level, it did 40%. These are huge numbers for the amount of market cap that this has. So the larger market caps, they're safer because more than likely they're not going to dump 50, 80% as easy as a low market cap would. However, these can still make significant gains. Now, do I think TON would do a 50x? No. Could it do, even with the market cap the way it is, could it do a 5x, 7x? Yeah, 100%. And I'm pretty sure, again, not financial advice, I'm pretty sure TON will do at least minimum a 5x. Minimum. And I know what you're thinking, Joe, that market cap would be ridiculous. Yeah. Look at how much money is going to be in the market. The market is going to get crazy. So crazy. All of this new money coming in, and there's a lot of people waiting on the sidelines because they want to buy when it's up 40, 50, 60%. That's when they want to buy. They don't want to buy right now. Right now it's not interesting to them. But this is when we're buying. This is when we're investing so that they're actually buying what we're selling, when we do sell. But yes, I had the same thought process, as far as, I don't like this one because of the market cap. But same thing with, I believe it's Radium that's higher than Jupiter. No, Jupiter, I think it's higher than Radium. Same thing with Jupiter. We had like this right here. How much is this one? So the break of this level, 10%. Boring. Not a good example. But it's one thing to look at the market cap. It's another thing to know and understand that, yes, they can move. They won't move as fast as a lower market cap, but they still move. All right. Let's see here. CryptoCandy says, but it will run. Yes. Yes. Let's see here. Matt definitely has the intel. Yes. Okay. And let's see. Thank you, brother. Yeah, no problem, man. I will never marry the coins. Yes, because the coins will cheat on you. They will cheat on you like crazy. They will. Now, there was one coin that I did marry. And again, I tell you my wins, my losses, everything else. There's one coin that I did marry, and that is VRA. I married VRA. And this is the downside of doing fundamental analysis. because you learn what the coin's about. And you see the coin, you're like, oh man, this thing's going to change the world. This is so great. This is not blah, blah. Where's this one? 2021. Yeah. This is where I bought. Man, brings back some memories. Brings back some memories. Let me just delete all this. 54. Gone. This is where I bought. And my buddy, he said, no, Joe, this is when it was on KuCoin, but this is on MEXC. And my buddy was, because it had gone up like 100 and something percent. How much did it go up? Let's see here. From here to here, probably, maybe here. So this is when I saw it. It had gone up like 114, 100 and something percent. And I saw it. I was like, man, this one looks great. You know, it pulled back too. Let's go 4 hour. Am I going to be able to do this? This is the pullback. This is what I was talking about right here. Yeah. 2023? No. Anyway, I want to show this to you. So let's go here. Let's go YouTube. Oh, because this is very important. VRA USDT. This is on KuCoin. And let's go to the daily. Okay. I think I can get rid of this. Re-entry. Where's it? Yeah, it's way over there. So let me go ahead and get rid of this one. Okay, so this is, yes, right here. So I believe this was the pullback that I was talking about. Let's see what this is. From here to here. Oh, no. This is the pullback I was talking about. So this is when I saw it. You know, it's on everybody's radar. It had gone up 100 and something percent. So from the break of this level to 200, oh my gosh, get out of here. It had gone up crazy. And I told my buddy about this. Like, dude, like this one's going great. I did FA on it. It's about this, and this. It's great. And then it came down. And because it came down, I told my buddy, I was like, dude, I'm going to buy it. He's like, no, Joe, it's overbought on the weekly. It's overbought on the daily. It's overbought, blah, blah, blah. This is when I stopped looking at overbought in reference to as a deterrent to not buy. I said, man, like this one's great. I'm going to enter. So I entered somewhere around here. I entered, yeah, about 002. And I entered, and then sure enough, the next couple of days, I think I entered it, and then like 4 days, it didn't do anything. And then it just took off. And it's overbought, guys. It's overbought. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It went up 1100%. And this sucker was overbought. This is why I teach based off of experience, not regurgitation of a website. Because on the websites, they say, oh, if it's overbought, you know, you got to wait for it to cool off. And more than likely, there's going to be selling pressure, etc., etc. No. This was when my eyes opened to where let me base my stuff off of actual trading experience versus what websites tell me. And it came up all the way up here, then it pulled back, and again I'm telling my buddy, dude, I just made 1100% at the high. Get this coin, man. This coin is going to the moon. Nope, Joe, it's overbought. It's overbought still. This is not blah blah blah. It's like, dude, are you kidding me right now? So I bought some more. I bought some more on this dip. Then what happens? It goes up another 150%. And then it pulled back. And then it went up. And then it pulled back. And now here it's when we can actually see it. So this is when, yeah, this is when he bought. Because now it cooled off. And everything I'm saying, you can verify. I didn't even realize this. Let's bring this up here. Let's bring this up here. I forgot you can verify everything I'm saying. So he's like, no. And, you know, he's going on the weekly and everything else. So let's go to the weekly. And of course it doesn't show. Anyway, So finally it cooled off. It started cooling off here, and then he waited, and then he bought. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, you waited for it to cool off. You waited for it to cool off, and I got these gains and these gains. It's like, are you serious right now? But this is what he did. So I always buy, overbought. I don't even care. I support resistance. Once it breaks, I'm in. I'm in. Let's see here. Jono says, yes, Crypto Candy, make sure you get a prenup with coins. Yes. Yes, you have to. You have to. Let's see. I will tell her, not your keys, not your coins. Yes. So with this one, I'm actually staking it. So if anything happens to the website or anything like that, I'm out of coins, you know, because I don't have them in my personal wallet. So just kind of give you a heads up, but it's been great. It's been great. I just restaked some of my rewards for my VRA, and I will be cashing this one out. You better believe it. The last quarter, September, October, November of 2025. And this one right here, and I said this last time too, this is my retirement. However, greed got to me. Greed got to me last time, because I said when this gets to 8 cents, and this is when it was at 0.002. I said, when this goes to 8 cents, I'm selling and I'm retiring. What happened? It went all the way to 8 cents. Did I sell? Nope. Greed. Everybody's saying extended bull market, extended cycle. This one's probably going to go up to 12, 15 cents, maybe even 22 cents. And I held it. I held it. This was my retirement. I made so much freaking money. It was crazy. A little over $14. And then came down. It's okay. Extended bull market came down. It's okay. Came down. Oh crap. So let's do visuals on this. Came down. It's okay. It's gonna bounce. It's gonna bounce. It has to bounce. We're still in the bull market. Extended cycle. It's gonna go until February, March. Easy. Kept on. Kept on. Kept on. Kept on. Here, I was very tempted. Yep, in 2022, I was very tempted to sell. I was like, man, I should just sell this. Get out of crypto, just sell it. And I sold, I think, like 3 or 4 other coins that I had. But this one, I had more money. I had way more money than my other coins. So even though I was at a loss, 50, 60% on my other ones, it wasn't nearly as much as losing 70% of my total investment. I said, no, I'm just going to stick with it. Came all the way down to 94%. Are you kidding me? But I'm still staking it. Still staking it. So all of this time that I should have sold, and I did it. All of this time, look at all those days. That's a lot of days. I eventually, I forgot, you know, because I was accumulating all these coins and everything all this time, and I forgot to, which was dumb on my part, to get those rewards and put them back into staking. I just didn't look at it. I didn't do anything. And eventually all these coins at the price that it was currently at, which was very low, somewhere down here, all those coins, if I were to catch those just rewards, would have been $1,000. That's a lot of money. $1,000. That's a lot of coins. What I should have done was every month, every 2 months, 3 at the most, was get those rewards and put them into staking. So it makes me more. But I didn't for all these days. And I was like, wait a minute, I have VRA. Let me go ahead and get all those coins and stake them. So just recently, right now, I think it was yesterday or so, I staked my other ones. So that was a few months of coins just accumulating, and I staked it. So hopefully now I'll remember every 3 months or so, or maybe every month, to stake them. That way I'm gaining more and more. And just imagine if we go to previous all-time high, 1,500%. Do I think we'll do it? Yeah, I sure do. Do I think we'll pass this? I hope so. I hope now we'll get a $25 or $25. Whew. Man, I'll be on a I'll be on a boat, I'll be on an island, be on my plane. Good Lord. But if it goes to 25 cents, now this is just hopium. Nobody knows. You know, it goes to 25 cents. I don't even know what the market cap is. I know it's low, but I believe it's low. 25 cents. Man. And then all of those that I'm accumulating because I'm staking, man. So one thing that I recommend, if you do stake these coins, oh, my arm's gone. Oh, my arm, I just lost 50 pounds. Oh, there it is. Dang it. So with all of this information, then the stuff is, the key takeaway, if you're staking, right now is the best time to stake. Do not stake at the height of the bull market. And those are some of the things that I messed up on, where the height of the bull market, I forgot what coin it was, but you could stake NFTs, but you had to buy the NFTs with the token. So of course I bought a bunch of tokens, like a lot. When I go hard. I mean, I really go hard. And I put a lot of money into these tokens to buy these NFTs to gain me more tokens, which is the dumbest thing ever. Because now you don't have any tokens because you spent them on an NFT that's going to make you tokens. But what if you just want to sell your tokens? Well, you can't sell your tokens because you already purchased an NFT. So you can only sell the NFT to the very, very select group of people who are wanting to buy NFTs to gain coins. However, if you keep your coins and you're staking those, you can get your coins. Sometimes it takes 3 days, 7 days, 10 days to unstake them. So you can put them on an exchange to where you have thousands and thousands of people who are hopefully willing to buy those tokens, as opposed to a very select few that are willing to buy that NFT. So that was one lesson that I learned, which was a very hard lesson. And same thing with buying nodes. Here's another key tip. When you buy a node, normally what you have to do is you have to buy the token to actually get the node. And the node, it's imaginary stuff. The node is what produces coins for you. Now that's very high risk, because if the coin doesn't do well, or if you want to get out of the coin, you can't, because you have a node. You don't have the tokens anymore. So that's another key point. All right, moving on. Hopefully y'all learned a bunch from that information. Let's see here. Matt Young says, taking profits is so much harder. Yes. Oh my gosh. Dude, taking profits is really hard. But if you have a plan, and what's also good is if you have a community to where you tell that plan to, or you say that plan. And that's the reason I'm saying this over and over and over again, because now it's like a law. I have to sell. It's literally in stone. I have to sell. So if you make a plan to sell and you tell people you're going to sell, now you have to, that kind of keeps you, what's the word I'm looking for? It keeps you, what's the word I'm looking for? To where it's like a bond. You have to do it. What's the word I'm looking for, guys? So because of that, because you're saying it, now you have to do it. And there was one time where I was with my buddy and we were being on a phone call all the time. And I told him, I said, yeah, I'm in this coin and right now it's up so much. And it's like, dude, sell accountable. Man, Matt, thank you, man. Accountable. Yes, it keeps you accountable. It really does. And I was with my buddy on the phone and I said, dude, I'm up so much now, blah, blah. He's like, sell it. It's like, no, I don't want to, man. Like, you can keep on going. It's like, Joe, sell it. It's not profit until you sell. Man, I know I should, you know what? You're right. I know I should. It's just this greed is getting to me. It's like, Joe, sell it. All right, I sold it. Sure enough, I think like 2 days later, it dumped. I was like, man, am I glad I sold it? Because if not, I would have held it down 30, 40, 50%. So, but back to what Matt was saying, it's much harder to sell. Yeah. And everybody has to learn the hard way. And that's one thing that is very beneficial, to have a community to where you have people who have already gone through all this, who have gone through all the emotions, who have gone through all the ups and downs, falling down on your face, getting back up, going over and over and learning from these mistakes. That's the huge benefit, because you know that you are not alone. When you fall on your face and you're like, man, why is this happening to me? No, it happened to me too. It happened to Matt. It happened to all these people that have already been in the game for a while. So just know, you know, you're not alone. You're not alone. All these emotions you're feeling, all the greed, all the anger, all the frustration, all the doubt, all the, you know, why are these people making all these gains and I'm not? All those emotions we've done. Now, what I've done is I've also understood why we're having those emotions. Well, again, all these people with all these results, they just happen to be the lucky ones that got into that coin that this particular group was doing. You know, they post 15, 20 charts, and they happened to pick, they were lucky. They picked one that went. So just kind of give you a heads up. See, Realistic says, I took 75% of my portfolio on Ruin. I was up 40% with 10x leverage. Ooh-wee, man, nice. Realistic says, many times I'm in the green when I don't take profit. I'll be in the red. I try to take profits when I'm in the green. Yeah, definitely. Any questions, comments, concerns? We're already at the end. Man, we're already at the end. Oh, I didn't even see this one, private. I didn't even see this one. We'll look at that one, and that'll be the last one. But if you have any comments, questions, concerns, issues, let me know right now so we can address those. And let's go ahead and get this one, ZETA USDT and MEXC. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of this. Time flies when you're having fun, guys. It really is. It really does. All right, so we had a really nice bounce right here. Good. Go to daily. Okay. This one looks okay. I don't see any crazy wicks to the up or to the down, so it looks good. We had this trend line. Well, I'll draw it. We had this trend line, and we can draw it. We can do it like this. And one thing with trend lines, it's very subjective, because I could pick this area, you can pick a different area, you can pick it from here. But right now it's doing this. I won't do a bottom trend line because there's not a lot of, it would be better if it did this. It'd be better if it did that. So we could do a bottom trend line. But right now there's not, because it's right here. So right now it is underneath the trend line, but it's fine. Let's see here. I'm trying to, and what I'm doing is I'm looking for a bullish and a bearish case scenario. You always want to do both. Okay. Right now it is above the 9 SMA on the daily time frame. So let me get rid of this. And right now what I'm doing with my eyeballs, what's the range on this? I might show you 9%. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this zone. It's kind of creating a, yeah, here's my zone. So let's go ahead and do this in red. This is our resistance zone. Now it needs to cross this zone before we enter, and I would actually, by doing this, it's safer. It's a safer trade, but you're also reducing the amount of profits. So that's very important to understand. From beginning of the zone to, yeah, percent. It's a lot. Because what I want to do is I want to put my alert up here. Look at this level. Magnet tool on. Candle body closes. Change this to white. Let's take this off. So we have these candle body closes. A wick. This perfect wick. this body closed a little bit. This wick went above it. This one's pretty tough because there's so much resistance right when you're going to enter. There's resistance, and I don't like entering under resistance. Okay, so this is what I see on this. So let's go ahead and do, let's do this. This is what I see on this. Let's go to lower time frame just so I can double check. What I'm looking for is I'm looking at all these ups and downs. Now the lower time frame that I go, the more I don't like it. And the reason being, and so one thing that I do on this channel is I explain what I'm thinking and the reason why I'm thinking it. I don't just say, oh no, I don't like it, moving on. No, I tell you why. So going down to a lower time frame, I don't like this coin. The reason I don't like this coin, let's get rid of these. Look at the candle bodies. Let's get rid of this. Tiny, nice size, tiny, 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 nice, nice, tiny, nice, nice candle. And I'm just looking at the candle size. I don't care if it goes up or down. No, tiny, and then just large candle. So this is screaming to me, this is a low market cap coin. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to CoinMarketCap, and I'm actually typing in ZETA, and this is Zeta chain. And for this market cap, it's a lot larger than I thought. I thought it was like 100, but this is under 500. This is 436 million. Let's see here. What is this? The tags. So layer 1. It's a Bitcoin ecosystem. Interoperability, smart contracts. Okay, so now let's go to their website. So let's look at their website together. The first omni-chain blockchain for chain abstraction. A lot of chains in that. Okay. With Zeta Chain's omni-chain smart contracts built truly interoperable dApps that span multiple chains. I like it, from Ethereum to Bitcoin and beyond. I like it. Are there others that do this? I don't know. See, so it has that's okay. One entry point into all of crypto. So this I like the concept. Future proof. Man, we're over our time. Let's see here. Native Bitcoin access chain. Okay. Build anything. Social gaming identity. Okay. Okay. It's got a lot of stuff. Okay, he talks about the partners. Okay, in simple terms, Zeta Chain is both a layer 1 blockchain and a smart contract platform with built-in connectivity to all blockchains and layers. That's very powerful. All blockchains and layers. Wow, okay. It is the only public blockchain with smart contracts that can manage assets, data, and liquidity on any chain. Okay. Even ones that don't have native smart contract capabilities, like Bitcoin. Could this be something really, really big? Let's go to the Twitter. 1 million followers. Get out of here. They joined back in 2021. come back to this. Let's go about. Let's go with white paper. So this is version 0.4. Okay. So they're updating their stuff. Let's go to charts. Let's go to all. This only shows it from 2024. Let's go to Zeta. Let's go to research. Go to Zeta chain. Dave P says, been holding Zeta for a few months now. Nice. So Zeta chain price right now, it's up almost 6%. Okay. French Toaster, what's up, buddy? What is up? Let's see here. The max supply is 21. Okay. Or, well, 2.1. Is that billion? Yep. Okay. The circulating supply is only 11%. Market cap 389. So what this is telling me is that there could be more dilution into this coin, resulting in the price either not going up as fast due to possible dumps. So we have to look at the unlocks. So the next unlock is in 21 days. So what's the purpose of knowing the unlocks? Well, people that, you know, angel investors or people who got into the coin very, very early, ICOs, IDOs, all that fun stuff, they were allocated coins. And when it gets unlocked, these tokens are given to them. And more than likely, you know, their price that they got it at was probably 10 cents. And now it's at $1.64 and they're going to sell it. They're going to dump it. So that just kind of give you a heads up on that. And sometimes they'll do this like every month. So doing it every month, in my opinion, is better than doing it every 3 to 6 months, because then that's a huge influx of coins that possibly can be dumped. But if you're just doing it slowly, then it's okay. Let's see here. The IEO price in January 2024. Okay, so 2024. This was in 2021. So they more than likely had a different name and then changed their name. So just that's one thing to look at too. So these followers could not necessarily be due to this, or they may have had this project in the works and then finally released it. So there's a whole bunch of things that you have to think about. Let's look at their engagement. A lot. Now, of course, these can be bought as well, but this is showing a lot of engagement. I mean, I still like it. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Okay, so they actually have pictures, so they're not not hidden. Let's see here. So for the IEO price, it's up 1,000%, which is good. So it's 11x, and now it's only been 5 months, roughly. Continuing. Okay, so what markets are they in? Get.io, Coinbase. Okay, so there's a couple different ways to think about this. One thing that you want to do is if it's only available on Uniswap, not so good. If it's only available on Uniswap and it's been around for a year, really not good. If it's only on Uniswap and it's been around for 2 years, I wouldn't even waste my time. Now, this right here is very bullish in my opinion, because you still have, you know, other exchanges that it could possibly get listed on in this coming bull run. More people are seeing it, more people have the ability to buy it, the higher the price will go. So kind of give you a heads up. So that's, let's come over here. Let's see what markets this one says. So this one says Coinbase. This one says KuCoin. Okay, so it is on KuCoin already. MEXC, Gate.io. So it's on several exchanges. So that's good. And it just came out. So that's very bullish too. And what I'm always trying to do is I'm looking for the bullish and bearish case scenario. I'm trying to beat this. I'm trying to beat up this coin. But by the same token, I'm trying to elevate this coin. So just kind of give you a heads up. I like it. I don't. The only thing that worries me is the market cap, and there's only 11% of the circulating supply. That's the only thing that worries me. And the whole dilution thing, so the thought process behind dilution is when you have more tokens that are being available to the exchanges or to wherever, I don't want to say the lower the value, but it's like having the dollar. You know, if you start printing more dollars, well, then the dollar isn't as valuable. And that's kind of the same for circulating supply. Now, if you have 50%, 70% circulating supply, that means that when the tokens get unlocked, it's really not going to take effect, you know, because you already have all this in circulation already. But if you have very little of the circulating supply out and you put more and more and more in, it could potentially have the price like kind of stay the same, or yes, it could go up a little bit, but not nearly as much as if this was already 50% or 70% circulating supply. Does this mean that this one won't go up? Nope, sure doesn't. Do I think this one's going to do very well? I think so. Okay. And even though we're over our time, I'm really happy that this one was brought up to us. And I'm really happy that we did a deep dive on this one. So the vesting period, and of course that was just one of these things that I can click on. Oh, right here, vesting period. So the vesting period, so we have the treasury, you know, 23.5% is locked. Core contributors, this is locked. Growth. So right now these are locked, and this is the amount of unlocked. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see, that would make a great video on circulating supply. I think I have a video on that already in the VIP group. And if y'all guys want to join the VIP, I think it's this one. You can, it's in the links in the description where it has all my links. And of course, this is for the Patreon. We do monthly. If you just want to say, hey Joe, you know what, you're the best, love you, just support the channel, $19 a month. And of course you will become my favorite. If you do want to become a VIP member, where we show you all this stuff, we have a bunch of videos that go over a bunch of the trading styles that or a bunch of the tradings that I do as far as thought process. Of course, you can do this. And then of course, when we do post our charts, because we post so few, it's very easy to maintain them. And of course, I tell you when to move up your stop loss and everything else. And then of course, we have the lifetime. These prices will eventually go up, but once you're locked in on the lifetime, you pay this one time and that's it. And then, because you're gonna be with me for at least 2 years, at least. So that's that. All right, moving on. Let's see here. The next unlock, can I move this? No. The next unlock is in January 2025. So we have a good amount of time. Well, for these bigger unlocks. So we have a good amount of time. I like this, man, I like this. And of course, here's more information about that. Okay, let's go back to the chart. Let's go back to the chart. Okay, so right now, oh, don't want to delete that. Let's come over here. Now that I have more information, because first I didn't like this. I didn't like this because of these candles. I don't like the little tiny candles and the nice large candles. I don't like it. But now that I know what the actual fundamentals are, now it's like, okay, interesting. So what I would do right now is first I wouldn't enter it, because more than likely what might happen is the price, let's bring this back up, price might do this, come down here, hopefully get support, and then depending on what happens next depends on is it going to start doing this until it finally breaks out. But why would I want to wait? So what I want to do is I want to actually set an alert above these candle bodies. I would do the wick, but then it's just going to take away more of our potential profit. That's an alert right here. Set an alert right around this level. And let's do set alert. So right here. And let's just go make these the same. So copy. Over here, paste. Okay, so I would set an alert right there, and let's see what else. Okay, and then once my alert goes off, I want to make sure that it finds support here before I enter. If it finds support here, I'll enter the trade, and more than likely once it breaks its previous high, but if it does come down, more than likely it'll go into this zone, and now it'll be support, and then potentially break out again. And then that's when we hopefully can get our moon mission. That's what I see there. What is the percentage though? It's like 30%. Okay, it's not bad. So you could have potentially, oof. Man, it's a lot. You know what I would do is once I enter the trade, I would do this. I would have a stop loss right around 10%, 10, 12%. I'd have a stop loss. And if I get stopped out, so what? Who cares? I don't even, whatever. Because it can continue going lower. And then I have to wait again. And then all I do is I set another alert right here. And then I try it again. And then more than likely the second time around, it will do this if we get stopped out. So let's say the second time around we go, and now it does that. And that way we're not waiting. We can use this money for another trade. But I do like this one. This one is now on my radar. All right, guys, that's all I got. I do greatly appreciate you for being here. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe. Definitely smash the like. I haven't even checked the likes. Do we have likes? Yep, we got likes. Yes, awesome. So definitely smash the likes. And if you're not in the group already, definitely get in the group. Now, one thing that I do is I give you all this information for free. All this information. I show you the who, what, where, when, why, especially when it comes to trading. My goal is to make you money. I want you to make money. I want you to be very successful when it comes to trading. And if you have money, definitely Stop messing around. Join the VIP. That's, Joe, that's your sales pitch? I don't have a sales pitch. Stop messing around. Join the VIP. If you don't have money, don't worry about it. Watch these videos. Watch all my live streams. Ask questions. Right now is your 1 hour of free mentorship. Granted, we did go over, but if you don't have money, no problem. Use this as your free mentorship hour. Literally, ask me any questions when it comes to divergence, when it comes to moving averages, when it comes to the difference between EMAs, SMAs, when it comes to open interest, when it comes to the MACD, the histogram, the RSI. Ask me. This is your time to get free information. You don't have to pay, don't have to do anything, and I will help you out. My goal is to make you money so that hopefully you can join the VIP. Plain and simple. That's my strategy. All right, that's all I got, guys. I do thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do thank you, and now the awkward looking down, and 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. This is just the beginning. We are going to make so much money. It's going to be crazy. Right now is the time to learn. Market's not great. Watch videos. Watch how other people trade and how they mentor, and back test everything. Use this button right here, this replay button. Use this replay button and see if what they are teaching really works. I stress this to everybody. Everything that I teach, don't ever trust me. Don't ever trust me. Verify. Use this button. This button right here saved me a bunch of money and a bunch of time. And I hope to save you time and money, energy, frustration, everything else. With that being said, right now it's 4:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not sure what time it is your time, but it is always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. My name is Joe. This is TradIntuition. Let's make this money. Awkward looking down, and bingo and a bango. Take care, guys. Good stuff, guys. You guys are great. You guys are great. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. Everybody here is my favorite. Appreciate you guys for being here. Let's see. The live stream is the sales pitch. Yeah. I show you everything. I show you everything. I show you the who, what, where, when, why. It's super important. All these other people, they want you to be a sheep. They want you to depend on them. I don't. I want to make you a trading warrior. I really do. I say that all the time, but it's so true. I want to teach you everything so you can make money. All right, guys, that's all I got. I do thank you so very much, and we'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. DJ, play some music, do an outro, and for about 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.